Today we have another Wi-Fi battle versus my boy Amel. He is one of the most creative team builders I have ever seen, and I'm excited to play him. He actually helps me a lot in draft as well. So if you enjoy this content, make sure you let me know. Leave a like on the Wi-Fi battle so I know you want to see more and sub to the channel. He has his signature Pokemon, Ice Cube. My God. That mon is going to be rough. Luckily, the Rotom is exceptional in this game. Pain Split Rotom is amazing. It actually matches up well versus everything. I gotta be careful about Malamar, and of course, Necrozma is a threat as well. I do have Encore though on my Calm Mind Valiant, so let's see how it goes. But yeah, have fun to my boy Amel, and let's just have a good time. Also, I don't know if I said it, but a big shout out to Raltsboy for passing me this team. It's really fun. It has like Future Sight, Iron Crown plus Keldeo Specs, which looks insane here. I literally lay up a Future Sight and just click Specs Hydro Pump. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Only answer to both of those is like the Meowscarada, and that's about it. I'm assuming Meowscarada lead, which is why I'm leading off for Rotom, considering how good it is into this team. Of course, Entei is definitely problematic too. I don't want to lose to Ice Cube, man. Ooh, Necrozma. So Necrozma does have Meteor Beam now, so that's something I want to be aware of. And I don't want to just throw this away. This could just be the rocker. I definitely want to switch, I believe, into GLISCOR. Considering GLISCOR is only good for spikes in this game. The other play is just to go hard into Iron Crown. It's going to Meteor Beam, right? Like I can't really stop. I'm going to go out into my Iron Crown right here. If it gets up rocks, at least I can do some damage back. Because I know Meteor Beam is back. This is actually my first Necrozma. People are like, yo, why are you saying it like that? And other people are like, ah, I missed that. I missed that. So yeah, there's the Meteor Beam turn 1. So this mon is really weird because like it has a lot of potential in this game, but maybe at the same time it doesn't. I'm going to use it just to make sure I can deal with the Necrozma, because obviously Heat Wave is a giant threat too. And it's kind of hard for me to pick. Like that did so much damage. What is my team again? So Heat Wave would come out here. I could Volt Switch out. Honestly, I could Volt Switch out into Keldeo, and I think that Specs Keldeo would KO Hydro, and I'm actually going to make that play. I should be fast in this. I think it only hits 282 or 283 max speed. As you can see, we're actually on the regular timer because we made a competition for this, which is really exciting. Also, the fact that it's only 282 speed. Also, the fact that, you know, we get to play regular is really cool. No 20-minute timer. I'm just happy about that. But oh, yeah, especially after that crit. I definitely knock it out with Specs Hydro. Let's see if he goes for Photon Geyser. I think it would be an Earth Power or a Heat Wave. If he has it, I played Amel so much in testing. He has such a brilliant mind for draft. Like, if you like really unique sets, cool drafts, and honestly just a good player in general, Amel is 100% your guy. So, I definitely knocked this thing out with Hydro Pump. I'm pretty sure minimum it almost does 100%. Like, one of the rolls is 100%. So we'll go right for the Specs Hydro. Let's see if he stays in. He could go Aloe as well. I'm Terra Fight Vacuum Wave, which might actually come into play here. It may actually come into play here versus the Aloe and everything. So there's Alomola, excuse me, versus Meowscarada, and even the Ice Cube. I'm pretty excited about that. So let's see how much this Hydro Pump does this Alomola. That is Assault Vest as hell. That is Assault Vest as hell. I think they're just going to go for Flip Turn, right? So I'm actually just going to go GLISCOR just to get it activated. If they go for Scald, that's fine. GLISCOR doesn't need to be alive in this game per se. It just needs to get up spikes. It doesn't have to have longevity or anything. So yep, Flip Turns there. Maybe into Meowscarada just to go for Triple Axle. That's something I would expect from Meowscarada anyway. Because otherwise, GLISCOR is actually really, really good. But at least I get my Toxic Orb and my Poison Heal activated. It's interesting being able to not worry about the 20-minute timer. It legitimately feels like I'm playing a draft game right now. So I'm excited about that. Malamar could definitely Stellar Terra. Which is something I want to be aware of. But I do have U-Turn to hit that as well. Again, I'm assuming it's going to be Meowscarada. And if Meowscarada does go for knockoff from Rotom, I can Pain Split, so that's okay. Like, I don't have to worry too much. And even though Alomola is a water type, like, the reason I went this is, again, if they went for, like, random Player Rough or anything like that, I'd be in a good spot. But I just want some spikes up. I want to be able to chip away at his team and then be able to click Terra Fight Secret Sword. Because, again, that Vacuum Wave at the end of the day is going to be very, very scary. Is this Meowscarada? Yep, to be expected. Definitely not something we want to stay in here on a potential Triple Axle. So what I'll do is I'll go Rotom. If he U-turns, fantastic play. I do think he could also take this as an opportunity to get up Spike. If he knock off, like I said, I will not be 2-hit KO'd. And luckily, Rotom and about 159 other Pokemon in the Indigo Disk DLC got Pain Split back. They actually gave it to so many Pokemon. Even Keldeo. Even Keldeo learns Pain Split. Like, imagine I was Combine Keldeo with Pain Split right there. I imagine. But again, you can go for Flower Trap, you can go for Knockoff. I'm assuming it's going to be Meowscarada's new move, Triple Axle. That'll be thrown off, though. We'll see what happens. You'll see. Yep, there's the Triple Axle. Perfect. I love Meow, man. This Mon getting this is so... I honestly think it's better than Weavile at this point. And it's Life Orb, too. Okay, cool. We're going to Volt. I threaten him. It being Life Orb is nice. It's already taking its own chip damage. And he doesn't have Wish support on the Alamola because, again, we're assuming it's Assault Vest based on the fact that it took, like, 20%. But this should be a semi-free Volt Switch. If he opts to knock off, I'm in a decent spot anyway. Because I can't 2-hit KO me with anything. And I'll get on out of there regardless. But I didn't see if that was actually Protean. I wasn't like... I didn't see if it changed to Ice. I feel like it didn't. Because it didn't do that much. I feel like Weavile does a little bit more. So I'm pretty sure that was just Overgrow Meowscarada. But there is the switch. Let's see what comes out here. Is it Necrozma? It's Alomola. Perfect. This is exactly what we want because we want this opportunity to get up Spike. We need to pressure Alomola. Yeah, Super Assault. But how this is doing the same as Specs Hydro Pump is crazy. But we need to start pressuring Meowscarada because, again, our Keldeo endgame looks very, very good. Even if Alomola does have Ice Beam, that's not a big deal. It's a relatively weak Pokemon. Even though GLISCOR is 4 times weak to it, it will not die to at least 1 hit. We also need to be careful not to lose to Entei in the endgame because it is very, very, very strong into me. But there's a Spike. Get some little chip going on. Again, I'm assuming a Flip Turn out into Meowscarada may be the play here. There's the Flip Turn, exactly. Now, I do have the U-turn for Meow. I gotta be really, 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 really careful around that Mon. But I do have the U-turn for Meow. If it's able to, or if I'm able to, I really want to get up multiple layers of Spike in this game. I really want to get up multiple layers of Spike in this game. I really do. Because Aloe is such a giant threat. They don't really have good Iron Valiant switch-ins. It's only Entei. I guess Aloe technically, right? But if Entei comes out in a good spot, if Ice Cube comes out, I will hard switch out into my my Iron Crown. I'm not going to U-turn to bust a sub, and I can hit it with a special move, so I should be okay. But I'm assuming, once again, you're just going to keep going Meowscarada because that's how you kind of pressure me. Could go Necrozma as well to get up rocks. Assuming it's Meteor Beam, Earth Power, Heat Wave, Rocks. Which one is this? Oh, that's Ice Cube. All right, that is Ice Cube. All right, so we have to be really, really careful. Luckily, I do have a pretty decent switch in here, being my Iron Crown. It shouldn't die 1 hit, and I have a special move, right? So the reason I'm not going for U-turn, even though I'm guaranteed faster, is I'm not trying to activate the faster version of Ice Cube. I wonder if they give this Pokemon new toys as well. I'm actually going to look it up real quick because, again, I am a big Ice Cube respecter. I respect the hell out of that Mon. Oh, they give it Flip Turn. That's so cute. Yo, that is so cool. I literally was looking through. I was like, wait, what did they give this Mon? Flip Turn is so sick for the momentum. I absolutely love it. I legitimately love it. I feel like right here, he may fear me being like Scarf or something. So he might go Entei, exactly. Entei is a giant threat. It is running heavy-duty boots, though, so I should be okay. I think GLISCOR just eats 2. Yeah, it running heavy-duty boots actually makes a difference. I think GLISCOR should be able to eat 2, no problem. I do have Protect as well, and I have Terra. At the end of the day, I have Terra, which I may just end up terrestrializing into this thing, unless it's Calm Mind. All right, just Sacred Fire, perfect. Yeah, it doesn't do that much. I do threaten it with Earthquake. We get the Poison Heal, and honestly, I am just going to get up more Spike because I mainly want to pressure. Oh, that was a good play. He expected me to go for more spikes, and I unfortunately missed. So I'm going to be able to pressure it a little bit more right now. Get up another layer of Spike, and again, just really threaten this Mon. I'm sorry about that, bro. I truly am. I'm definitely getting up all 3 layers now, though. I have to, like, now at this point, I have to mess with Ice Cube. I have to make sure I can beat Aloe. I have to make sure I can do that. And I'm honestly thinking that I'm just going to terrestrialize this Pokemon now that I have Spike up. I don't think I need a lot more. This Mon is actually kind of hard to switch into, so I'm going to Terra Water and just Earthquake. That way it doesn't knock me out. Again, Entei's Extreme Speed could be scary in the late game, and this will be doing a good chunk of damage. This will be doing a good chunk of damage right here, so. Yeah. Again, Vacuum Wave, we're really just trying to open up. This is even better Masquerade switching. It also forces like Masquerade, and he misses again, which is huge, because I wouldn't have taken much, obviously, but I'm getting more and more damage on Entei for free. So I really am sorry. Them moves are not, they're just not accurate. But this thing being weakened is incredible for my Iron Vow. And again, we just click Earthquake forever. We just click Earthquake forever. He could go out into Malamar eventually and just hit me with the, yeah, he could go Malamar and just hit me with the what's it called? The Terra Blast after Stellar Terroring. I do have to worry about Freeze Dry still being super effective on this thing, which is really, really sad. However, we will switch out into our Iron Crown on that. We will switch out an Iron Crown on Freeze Dry. I'm hoping this is Specs. Freeze Dry is pretty free into my team. Shadow Ball looks really, really good now as well with all the hazards up. Crown is only here just to pivot around every single time. But yeah, busting its Ice Face. I think I called it Disguise by accident, but busting its Ice Face is going to help me at least knock it out later. I don't think it'd be Belly Drum. Worst case, I don't think it'd be Belly Drum. But yeah, Iron Crown just makes the most sense. I kind of wish I was Assault Vest on this set. But there's a Whirlpool. Ooh, it's just the Whirlpool set. I do have... Stop spitting. I do think I can just go right for the Volt Switch one more time. I do think he's going to switch into Alomola. Obviously, I could hit them with the Tachyon Cutter, but I don't think he'd stay in. I don't think he thinks he KOs me. And at worst case, again, I just Volt. I do not think he'd stay in at all. I think he'd Whirlpool, Flip Turn, maybe Hail, things like that. But I actually think he's just gonna switch right out, or Flip Turn out rather, into Alomola. So I want to get the Spikes damage. I want to get the Volt Switch damage, just because I don't think he should give up Ice Cube so quickly. I don't think it's necessary to give up Ice Cube this quickly. And assuming Alomola comes in, I'll get some good damage on it. So let's see. I don't even know if Surf KOs me because it's not Stab, unless he Terastallizes himself. But I always have Iron Valiant to outspeed. And Entei taking that Earthquake because of the dodges. I mean, I would have taken Earthquake anyway, but there's another Whirlpool. That's fine. Gonna be able to get a nice little Volt Switch off here, which actually gets a crit as well. I'm sorry, but yeah, the Ice Cube just had no luck. Amo's not having much luck in this game. I guess this is big either way because I can safely bring out my... I want to say my Keldeo. Well, it would just Flip Turn, right? I think I go Golden Go because I want to trick the Assault. I want to trick the Choice Scarf onto Alomola. I think that's the play because again, Keldeo goes crazy. I have Vacuum Wave. Maybe I save it for Malamar though. I'm not sure because Malamar can just Stellar Terra and put in a lot of work versus me. Masquerade, probably Flower Trick knockoff, Triple Axle. If it's Life Orb, I don't think it'd be U-turn. Entei comes out. It could Terra Normal. I'm actually just going to hard switch. It could Terra Normal on the Shadow Ball. I'm just going to go GLISCOR. Always. My Choice Scarf is way too good to stop Malamar from ideally sweeping me. We'll see if it ends up doing so. But it's way too good to stop it from sweeping me. Again, I am expecting Stellar Terra. But if he does Terrastallize into a type that lets it resist hits from like Val and stuff, like Poison for instance. I'm sure Terra Poison with Superpower giving me the attack raises due to Contrary could be good too. I want to be prepared for that. So yeah. I love Entei. I'm a big fan of Gouging Fire as well. I think it's really, really good in standard play. But I love Entei as well. I think it's so funny that they said, no, we're not going to give Entei Earthquake still, but we'll give it to Gouging Fire. Don't you worry. Don't you worry there, Chief. Anyway, GLISCOR the Veteran comes out. Incredible name, by the way. Yeah, so bring out GLISCOR. I think I can afford to just U-turn. Because it doesn't matter. If he stays in, it doesn't matter. I am mainly just trying not to give Alomola any momentum at all. I'm trying to give Alomola nothing. And I always pressure. Exactly. And if he wants to go to Cosmo, I'm good. There's basically no free switch for this. Because I have the 3 layers of spike countering, canceling out that. What's it called? Canceling out the regenerator. I could get up a Future Sight here. Am I gonna lose to Meow if I let this thing get burnt? I feel like getting burnt is smart. No, I'm actually just gonna go you. I'm gonna go you. and Volt Switch forever. And just keep doing the exact same thing. I'm going to get as much chip on this guy as possible. Because I do like a Future Sight. I do like Future Sight. But they'll probably just end up sacking. So what I want to do is I'm just going to Volt Switch. It's going to flip turn itself. But I want to just keep on the constant pressure on Alomola. It could be Terrafly as well. We want to keep that constant pressure. If I have to trick this later, I will. It can't wish. So I'm in a good spot anyway. Let me know if you guys like these type of battles as well versus the 20-minute timer. I know they're a little bit longer, but I think they're better games. And we can obviously use teams like the ones we're using versus, you know, offense every single time. Not that his team is an offense. We're more both using like bulky offense in a sense. I have to be careful about that Mirror Coat from Alomola as well. Luckily, I'm Calm Mind plus Encore and Iron Valiant, so I can lock Alomola into its hit. And if it goes for, like, I can Calm Mind up as Alomola comes in, and then I can go for Encore on it if anything. We just want to keep that speed boost around because, again, that Malamar is scary. I'm not sure what he expects here, though. Oh, he does switch. Okay, cool. Maybe didn't want to take the Volt. I'm not sure. Either way, I can bring out my GLISCOR and get a little bit more healed. Ooh, and it looks like U-turn actually picks up the KO, which is awesome. Yeah, the reason I didn't use Golden Go to Shadow Ball is because I didn't want to Terra normal, like expecting my Shadow Ball just on a free kill on Golden Go, because I think Golden Go is actually very important for not losing to Malamar, to at least trick it. We'll see though. Gonna U-turn again. That should KO Entei from that part. He does go for the Trailblaze. It's cool to see that Entei got that. I didn't even know I got that, so that's really, really cool. Yeah, that's sick. Alright, so we knock it out here with U-turn. They're gonna end up going out into Malamar, right? Most likely they're gonna go Malamar. My chair, like, move over, please. Most likely gonna end up going Malamar. What I want to do, I think, is I want to go out into Golden Go. So Entei and Ice Cube are gone. Golden Go being Scarf is still really good. I don't have to worry about Necrozma. I knocked the thing out with Shadow Ball. Is this Malamar? Ooh, Meowscarada. Okay, Sucker Punch will probably KO me. Do I want Iron Crown still alive? Well, if I make it rain, I expect them to knock off here. I'm gonna go GLISCOR. I think GLISCOR on the knockoff pivot just to get more Life Orb chip and then use that to pivot out into Rotom. Instead of bringing Rotom in hard on a knockoff is better. Because I expect them to knock off. You have to do it for knockoff. Nice. Okay, take a little bit of extra Life Orb chip. And because I'll definitely live the next one. They're going to Flower Trick here, so I'm going to go out into Rotom. Basically what I'm trying to do is knock out Meowscarada without using Overheat. I do not want to use Overheat versus that mon. If he double knocks off, great play, but I don't think it 2 KOs me kill him Fizz Death. Yep, just Flower Tricks there. It's going to do a good chunk. Oh, don't get me wrong. That did so much damage. That did so much damage, man. Again, I'm really trying my best to not be in versus this Pokemon. You know what? I actually think it's better to Wilt. Let's just Volt. They're going to knock anyway, right? I can always Pain Split on Alomola no matter what. And it's going to get me back to full, so. We always Volt. I think we always Volt. Because knockoff will not KO. It shouldn't KO me. It'd do a lot. I think I'll live like on a couple, like a slither of HP. Yep, knockoff. Yep. Very, very small. Again, we're just trying to make it that Meowscarada eventually dies to Life Orb. That is what we want. We want Meowscarada to go down to Life Orb damage while a Pokemon goes down. Because we are fearing it to have... Because right now we're fearing it to have the... We're fearing it... the Malamar. We're basically fearing that Malamar. Alright. I'm going to use this just to bait. Just to bait another knockoff. GLISCOR should live one, I think. And then I can go for U-turn just in case he goes for Spike. Anticipating me to want to switch again. I don't know if it'd be Life Orb Spikes. I use that in draft, but... Oh, Sucker Punch. Okay, okay. Okay, good to know, good to know. So it does actually have that Sucker Punch. It does actually have that Sucker Punch. Ah, man. I'm just trying to make it die because I don't want to be in versus Malamar with half these Pokemon. I really do not. I really do not want to be in versus Malamar with these Pokemon. But maybe it's okay because my GLISCOR's faster and can U-turn. Like, maybe just sacking this is better. I'm not using Keldeo's Vacuum Wave because I don't want to be locked into Vacuum Wave into this team. There's a Flower Trick. Does that knock me out? It actually does KO me. I'm okay with that. This is tough. This is tough. And maybe I'm way too paranoid about this Pokemon. But I think it's okay to be paranoid about this Mon. I truly think it is. Check. Check once. I mean, this Mon also sits on Alamola forever, right? I can Earthquake and Protect, so I actually think maybe it's better. Like, had that Mon lived, I would have basically sacked it. But we're gonna Protect once just to get a little bit more recovery, and then we'll sack. Well, actually, we'll sack Rotom. I think I don't need Rotom as much as I think I do, because I can beat Alamola by tricking it, and I have Recover as well. I have Calm Mind Thunderbolt. It's just that Malamar, man. It's just that Malamar. That's very scary. But I also have, I don't think it has a means of raising its speed right now, right? I don't think it has a means of raising its speed at all. Flower Trick. I don't think it has a means of raising its speed. I am a little bit worried about Rest Talk Malamar, but I can always Encore that at the end of the day, so I should be okay. Alright, we'll sack a Rotom here. Because GLISCOR will be Alamola 1v1 as well. I can't Wish Pass, so I can Earthquake, Protect, Earthquake, Earthquake, Earthquake. Wear it down. We already know who's coming out now, though. We already know who's coming out right now. Alright. It's going to be the demon. It's going to be the demon. The demon's coming out. But I just go Keldeo now. Specs Keldeo picks up a KO. Specs Keldeo does pick up a KO. So we go Keldeo. Should be in a decent spot here. Yeah, they go Aloe, which is smart. I'm going to Flip Turn on this thing just because I do not want to get Play Roughed. We already know we don't do a lot of damage. Secret Sword will do a decent chunk, but we don't do a lot of damage to this Mon. But we always want to be in with GLISCOR, who takes no damage from anything anyway. Also, now that they can't boost their special attack with Necrozma, GLISCOR is really strong in general. Yeah, GLISCOR is really strong in general now that they can't boost their special attack. Alright, what's that Malamar's Terra type? Yep. No reason not to just go for Earthquake here. Get as much HP as possible. I shouldn't die to Necrozma either, because GLISCOR is GLISCOR. At the end of the day, they can't really switch it on Earthquake either with all these layers of Spike. I'm thinking I'll be sad if I get Reverse Swept, but we'll see if that ends up happening. We'll see if that ends up happening really soon. I still think Terra on GLISCOR was the best in this case. I don't know if I actually revealed U-turn. Oh, I did on Entei. Necrozma comes out. We get all this damage. Nice. I think I can just forward to U-turn. Photon guys are not going to do that much. Oh, me being faster actually sucks. I didn't expect to be faster there. Earth Power won't KO Golden Ghost, so I should be okay. And they go for Photon Geyser anyway. Cool. I don't want to be in with this Pokemon though, because I don't want to be. I want to be in versus Malamar. If it's Stellar Terra, I want to be able to hit it with U-turn. So I'm gonna double back out to GLISCOR, expecting Heat Wave, Earth Power. It will not KO me, and then I can go for an Earthquake just to pick up Necrozma. Again, we don't want to be in with that Mon because we need to save that trick. Yeah, there's the Earth Power. What if this was a speed tie? What if this was actually a speed tie? GLISCOR's so nasty. This Mon's ability to come back, like I've had Toxic as well in this game. This Mon's ability just to come back is crazy. Alright, so we knock out Necrozma there. Perfect. And then Malamar's going to come out. I should be okay into Malamar. I think. Again, we've done all this so we don't lose to Malamar. Will we still lose to Malamar? Because if it's Stellar Terras, I mean, I'll protect on the first one just because it's not a throw, basically, right? As long as they don't hit me, I'm good. Is it actually? Let me just go for U-turn. Whatever. I'm U-turning. I'm assuming they're going to Terrasilize here. I am assuming they're going to Terrasilize. Let's see. Is it Stellar Terra, though? If I U-turn out to Golden Go and it's not Stellar, they'll go for Sewer Power. So I can stop them from doing that. Yep, it is Stellar. Now, unfortunately, while Stellar looks insanely cool, it does not give you any defensive properties. So U-turn is still super fast. However, they're faster. But they will take 4 times effective damage. This is going to be attack raise is strong. Does not kill. That's what I figured because I'm a Fizz Def 1. They do get the attack and special attack raise instead of getting the drop because they're contrary. However, this U-turn is still 4 times effective and Malamar is going to end up going down. Malamar is going to end up going down. And yeah, that's why basically I kind of kept positioning myself to not lose to that Mon in the end game. Or that's why I kept trying to do in this game, to not lose to it. And what we'll do is we'll go Golden Go. We've been saving that trick for Alomola in the back the whole time. And that should be game. I got really lucky versus Entei though, missing a couple times. That was really big. Like, I mean, GLISCOR probably just recovers it off either way, but still. So, we just trick right here. That way it is locked into, let's say, Mirror Code or something. And then we can knock it out with Keldeo after, assuming it can even knock out. Actually, I don't think Shadow Ball from go to a KO, so Miracle might actually knock me out. But yep, we gave it a Choice Scarf. I got my AV. There's a Scald. Does nothing. Because obviously I have the AV now as well. That was a crit. And that should be game. We'll just Shadow Ball twice. Yeah. Terra Stellar Malamar is really interesting. I wonder if it was Scarf. It might have been. I think it might have been Scarf. I think it was Scarf. I actually think it was Scarf, which I think is really cool. Because the endgame potential with that is really nice. But Golden Go able to finish off the game. GLISCOR really just putting in an insane amount of work this entire game. I mean, GLISCOR is back. I hope y'all enjoyed though. If you did, make sure you let me know. Leave a like. Please subscribe to my boy Amo as well. You know, support me. Support him. He's fantastic. He's the GOAT. I'll see y'all in the next one. That's it.